So we are present in the month of Kislev. Let's follow up. So, okay, so it's the Basa and Sirtzat. I have the Sefer, so let's see what we got. Let's see if we can understand what he's saying. So this is Yaakov Avini is face to face with the angel. Amalach Hashem face to face. Nafshi and save and protect. Okay, I felt Shazivas Nafshi, save and protect. Save and protect. Okay. How can you save yourself from a Malach Hashem? Zikr is not here to do any ra. Why did he say that he has to save and protect himself? Like, how can you get around it? It's a Malach Hashem. I don't know, it's very cryptic. I think it's very cryptic. I'm not understanding what he's saying. So what does it mean that when Yaakov sees a Malach? What does it mean? What does it mean when he sees a Malach? I mean, there's so Malachim all the time. So, okay, fine. Next, Gasa Siruach is Gasa Siruach is a Mokke Kol Midas Siruach Vaklippis. Just 1 second, let everybody get present. Be grateful that we're here, having a moment. Just being grateful that, which is the Maimer also. Of course. So he took the stones, and so in other words, just to be grateful that we have the Chuv Beis Oisius, that we have Oisius HaTorah, that we can attach to and escape to. Use that as something. Fine, that's what the Alter Rebbe was saying. Okay, so he's saying over here, so to be grateful, get present to, what are we getting present to? What are we getting present to? We're getting present to, what am I feeling? What are you feeling right now in your body? What are you feeling? Just breathe into your stomach. Take a deep breath in. Release, let it all out. Take a deep breath, let out a sound. Much better, release from the chest, let it go. Do it in a shul or in a Beis Hamikdash, so automatically it holds, it takes. We're getting present to that, grateful, feeling grateful for I guess for just being grateful for just being, tapping into the raw feeling of being grateful without any agenda. Just tune into that flow. Grateful for being, yeah, that's a raw desire. Raw desire. So we're hoping, it's the month of Kislev, it's a month of miracles. So we're hoping that it's going to be Yutas Kislev and something that we're going to be able to see, some relief, some happiness, and to be able to be present, like the Yad Hashem should be revealed. Zerat Hashem. Okay, so here he's saying, just to go into just one small piece. The Hofen zeh nagdem dehina yidua shegatzas haruach. This is the basan. Shegatzas haruach hu makar kol midas roz by klippus. Gatzas haruach, which is somebody is his ego, he's in his head. Hu makar kol midas roz by klippus. This is the makar, the source of all midas roz by klippus. In mishesh beginnes gav and stalk man beginnes kedusha. Deze had de beginnen van gaven in stalk van hem de beginnen kedusha. So, what is gava? That really you can't get out of it. It's a part of the nachash. It's a part of the ego. It's yashes, and you're always the body's always going to have, except the tzaddik doesn't. But these bodies, they're always going to feel, it's it's the body, it's the bitter that needs to happen. He's going to explain. Okay, he doesn't get into what does it mean to be nostalgic man in beginnes kedusha, but we understand. We have some words for this. Some words is nostalgic beginnes kedusha means that we're going into a place of separation, going into a place of not seeing the picture, confusion, worry, fear. That is all pumped by gava. All when we're stuck in the head, listening to different repetitive things. It's like a bubble. Keep pumping a certain to hold a certain consciousness. So you fall into that. Fine. Always to look at the bad midas and the tavas agashmian. What I'm physically lusting for. Because remember, you're always standing in front of the Borei. You're always standing in front of him because he's everywhere. You're always mirroring back on every level. So it's you're not as hidden as you think you are, right? We're not as like what happens in my house. Nobody sees, nobody knows. People see, people know. It's in the energy, it's in the air. It shows up this way, it shows up that way for the person that sees it like that, but it's showing up. We have to get out of the illusion of separation. That's the Chazisa Malk, the Hashem. Apen va'apen. So Yaakov gesehen the Malach Hashem. It's in his. It was a flash. It was a moment. He says "Ponam v'ponam," whatever apen va'apen, whatever that means. It's face to face, and it's in our DNA. It's who we are. So we can be grateful for that. And by the stakel, how do you find it? The stakel tamud midas is always to look at the bad midas, b'tavas agashmi. Shlosh v'lois tikun ha'madayin. V'adeiza yila b'chinas achnoa yibusha lefnei haBorei Baruch Hu. Let's go klal. To recognizing that I'm still needy and I still have hang-ups and I'm still, judging myself, which comes from having different judgments on others and self, right? It all reflects back. And through that, you should come to B'china V'chno Yibusha, because you may think that you have an understanding, and to realize that that's not the case. Nothing is figured out. It's we're all surrendered to Him. And through that, I guess it becomes klal again. We connect again to Kedusha. We go into oneness by looking at self. Okay, we'll leave it at that. It's a tifa shtikum. We'll just put in the Oisius and then we're gonna see what happens. L'chaim. Bum 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 bum.
How do you define the difference between Yasser Sadiach, right? Ego and all that, and then being a value? Old question, we did it a few times.
Yasser Sadiach and being of value? Tell me again. What does it mean?
Meaning, Yasser Sadiach is Yeshus.
No.
Anything related to that. I am, ich bin Epis,
No, so what's your question?
And then there's the other side of really holding the Epis, and meaning there's somewhere breaks off, the two break off, the Yasser Sadiach and the...
Yeah, so it's a slow letting go. Slow letting go with different aspects that you're dealing with in life. Those are your that's the stuff that is supposed to carry you, and you surrender, whatever that means. I'm talking like b'chlal. What does it mean? What did you go through in the last month? How was your last month for you?
It's not related to... It always comes back, this idea.
How was the last month for you? It's kaffe. Ja, kort een half gemacht zurück en nog een draai gaan zitten.
De laatste woorden, de laatste woorden, was je gaat weer op het kaffe. Jetzt am den Avoid, das ist
Okay.
Das ist ein Anbringen für die Reality.
That's your answer. So, yeah, it's been work. Yeah, okay. So what was the question? So where do you make it the ashes?
How do you make a differentiation when it comes to these two? Like you look at and then the other side comes and says, what do you mean? That's the opposite. It's the other. Where do you?
It's not. Let me see. Well, I don't think it's really. It's good to hear. 1 second. It's good to hear, and the avodah is just to do. There's a certain tamimis in the work that we do, the work that you do. I was just telling somebody today that you can take the most, who has the most, Baleim to mention, start explaining to him Shtikl Chassidus. He's going to struggle with it. And then you take simple people that just have such a level of tamimis that it's like, yeah, it feels, it makes sense. It's something that I can start. So, I don't think our avodah is to get stuck on the Pravin and Anivas, because it comes up in I guess in facilitation it could happen. I don't know.
They're very busy with it.
Who? Yeah, of course, it's Hanover.
The whole thing is English. But what we've learned is just the opposite. We're so special, we're so amazing. Es gibt die ganze Zeit Englisch, man arbeitet zu Englisch.
Bitte meint nicht gut.
Was meint bitte?
Bitte meint nicht
Ja,
gut.
Englisch wird. Englisch wird.
Das ist egal. Das ist nur reden.
Steht gar nicht. Also ihr reden sein.
Ich weiß nicht, mein Eltern sind also genug. Das ist wurscht.
Was soll ich so sein?
Die gab es super. Jeder Sohn war eine Master, eine andere gewesen.
בקיצר המעשה. So Anuva is I don't know how in your life applies Anuva the health that it is something I think it's a
It keeps on floating up, this idea, back and forth. I'm not...
do you the health for is
Yeah.
what is health for?
Ik ben een goede mens. Meaning that I'm in this world, I need to show up in certain ways. I need to be responsible, I need to provide for my family, I need to learn Torah, I need to do chesed, whatever I need to do. I need to do mitzvah. So ich kann nicht halten von sich Gunisch, because then I'm not going to do anything.
So what's health? That was best.
Gunisch anyways.
What's health? Alles Mercedes there? What's that?
I'm a yid, I'm very special.
No, so what's wrong with that type of
When it comes to
that's tremendous anuva from one end if you want to turn it inward, like that I'm machalik, and anything what happens to me when and I surrender. I don't think that it's in my hands to resolve this. For me, it's just here to do my avodah.
Right.
That's
when
it.
it comes to something that I know and stuff, it feels like they're not okay with that idea.
I need to be in a different space. I need to have to be more grounded to have this conversation. That's what I feel, because I can't really pinpoint the situation. I was going to earlier, and I didn't. It was heavy. It's like a whole process. You have to. He writes in a few lines what it's explained in a whole mimer, probably 2 or 3. In the middle over there, but yeah, belongs on the other guitar. L'chaim. Not much needs to be said. I don't necessarily have much to say. I think just being present, that is it. Just tune into it, be present, tune into your stomach, tune into your solar plexus, feel the push, feel the energizer. It's the month where the little people stand up to the big people. The Tameim to the Tohirim to the Tameim, which is always the minority. It's the month that Chashminum. It's the month that we found Ein Krieg L'Oil Segelas Fa'achteg. If you think about it, all that is coming right here. It's in the fear belt, right into the solar plexus. Standing up to what you believe in. You're the minority. Standing up to what you believe in, it's fear. Now, what you believe in is inward. That's why you got to get present with it. It's not standing up to. It's standing up to yourself. Standing up to that thing that keeps beating you down. It's standing up to understanding what questions you really need to ask. What they need to ask is, what is my desire? Who's willig? What do I want? What am I here for? That's what Chassidus is. That's what Chassidus is about. It's a Torah that is, it's Pnimius HaTorah. It's getting to know our Creator in a very intimate, in a very Pnimius way. In order to do that, you start to become aware of your midas, you become aware of the gava, you become aware of all the different things, the stuff that's blocked, and it's a process of cleansing until you go into more of the ruach, you go in more to the spirit. Not the chomer, the spirit. Going into the spirit of the neshama of the zach, and then your davening is with the neshama of the zach, and the way you think starts turning into seeing the neshama of the zach, so automatically things change around you. That's the way it should be. We hope that now in Kislev, it's nog eindig born the Mishkan, and it's nicht gekommen kan schrennen. And they got very, beat up about themselves. After them in Zurich, but they noch altijd vergeben for the sin. So Moshe gedavent, and then zurückgekommen. So Chodesh Kislev. It's the month of the Chodesh of miracles. It's Yutes Kislev is when Torah's Chasidus came into the Welt, and I heard about Farbreng, the most powerful words. I want to keep saying it. It's very powerful. That Nishtam by a legit Farbrenger, that Yutes the ganze Welt is beschaffen. It is repeated from the Rebbes. The ganze Welt is beschaffen geworden for Yutes Kislev. What does that mean? Don't get caught up in the who stands Yutes Kislev. Get into the energy of it. Forget about the titles. Forget about the image. Get into the energy of it. So Yutes Kislev is when whatever we connected to, whatever I connected to, you connected to, you would not have this connection. You would not feel this. Which means that mit alle Sachen, yes, jeder kommt daran mit seiner Machshuva. I want to be better so I can be more, have Shefa, Panusa, and all that. But leave that on the side for a second and feel what you picked up with all these mesuchim. In other words, it's behester. You look at yes, this did work out, this did not work out, but what have you created within you? How do you communicate now with yourself? How are you? You used to be numb, and now you're more. You're alive. The relationship with your wife, that you weren't able to correct problems, addictions, self-addictions that you had, with everything, down to whatever, any type of addiction. Through this learning, the impossible, people are seeing that they can quit smoking, they can get off other things just by understanding what's going on, understanding the how to communicate. What am I feeling? What's pulling this and what's pulling that? So that is Yutes Kislev. The consciousness, Yutes Kislev, Chodesh Kislev. The Alter Rebbe came out of prison, and it's also the Maggid's Yurtzat, I think. Maggid's Yurtzat. I have to listen to Rabbi Yosef Potiel again on YouTube. I posted it once. I'll post it again. Yeah, he's good stuff. If you're interested, I don't know. I should post it. I don't know if I. Yeah, Nish. No, I'm not looking to. Okay, fine. I keep getting into this, pushing an agenda. Whatever. Who cares? But I'm pushing an agenda. Fine. I'm pushing an agenda.
You can't push anything by yourself.
I'm not even sure what I'm doing. I'm questioning, like, what am I doing? I have to be on track. What am I doing? I'm trying to. I want to give you I want to share what I found. Chassidus. Going back home, to the language, the mother tongue that I speak. So okay.
Look, you're doing it already for how many years? You never got hit yet. no one ever told you to stop sending.
Oh.
Saying, obviously it's okay.
Yeah, it's my own personal things. Nothing going on. Whatever. I guess it's good. You asked. What's the ego? What's that? What part is humility? Staying real and staying humble to it, and what part is trauma? That's the balance between when is it knua that I need to hold myself or not. That's an example. That's an example. Humility versus trauma. The guy leaves a chat. Is it humility, or is it that I care, or is it trauma? or you don't care, so you're blocking a feeling, or no, taka don't care. Well, it depends what day of the week it is. Exactly. It depends where he wants me to be. It depends what he wants to experience at that moment. All right. Food water?
You want to say something? I interrupted. But
I don't think. What?
You want to go continue, but you need to skis with consciousness.
No, ja, ik maak dan even terug dan. Wie iemand omgevangen?
Als we dan zo'n bezoek is kisten, dus we gidsen nemen door consciousness
as Yitas Kislev is, wegen dem is Bris Oilem. Yes. Bris Oilem is, alles beschaffen, the Bris Oilem is geschehen for Yitas Kislev. The ganze Sache, this is the center point, which means that consciousness. Which I'm saying is that we're leading up to that day. So, I don't know. Yitas Kislev, Tushim Pai Gimel, you know?
It's the ganze Welt beschaffen geworden von der Geilla. If that day was a door opening for so much information, so much spur, so bringing the Geilla, it makes sense to say that the ganze Welt beschaffen von der Geilla. But the ultimate thing is the Geilla, not the Geilla.
Yeah. So, what I want to say about being present to that, feeling it in your body, being grateful that how much have we learned? How much have I learned? I'll do it like this. How much have I learned in my processes and my experiences, and only to realize that what I really am after is what's happening. I just want to be closer to myself. I want to be closer to Hashem. I want to be more connected to Him because I know that He is the ultimate truth, and for Him I have desire, and for Him I want to be. I want to use the word lust, but whatever. And I know, and I have fear of being disconnected, because when you're disconnected, there's just fear. There's disconnection. There's small-mindedness, and that is not a place that I want to be. So, gib mir gehalten, Yitas Kislev. Voor me aan Yitas Kislev. What was the Nagida? Yitas Kislev. That it's a day of connecting, getting present, being present. Oh, being great. What we're grateful for. What am I grateful? What am I grateful for? What are you grateful for? That the lessons you have learned over the last few weeks, the last month, whatever press and squeeze you've been in Marcheshim, where are you now? Like, look back at how you've survived and how you feel about it. How much more confidence, and where you have, where you got a little lost. Look at that too. And with that, we're going to go into. This is from the Beit Shammai and Das Chachma. Amina is to believe that alles is latova. We had the question, like, yeah, okay. By the way, they have many different titles. They can be translated in any different way, but I don't even know. We'll see soon. I think I know what I said. Amuna said it's something. Amuna is steady. Amuna is you're in it, and Betachin is getting to it. Something like that. And I think, let's see what he's saying. Amuna is there. Yeah, I said that Betachin. I felt that Betachin is first, and Amuna is second. First Betachin, and then comes Amuna. Because I can have Amuna. If once I have Amuna, I don't need Betachin. Right? Yeah. But I think he's saying opposite. But we'll see. Betachin means that you are margish that the tov is already now.
Oh, same thing.
Is the same thing?
Yeah.
He's saying that Amunah is kol devul tov. It's steady. Betachin is the harish kvar ate. Right. Okay, fine. Once you're going into Oinig al Hashem, then he's going to give you with debates, with our heart's debate. Mish'alas labecha is that feeling in your heart that you really want. So now that you're more in the body and you can feel more, do the Mashalos Lebecha from a more fuller, it's like a plant that grows out of the earth, and more soil, more malchus, a better tree. Yeah, I'm saying it the way he's saying it. Not that I think, it's still work in progress. V'hine, Haramban HaKadosh be'inyan Amunah b'tochen shoel mai hevdel ben Amunah b'tochen. Haramban fragt, was ist der Hevdel between Amunah b'tochen? Weil Yedei shakel lo Kadosh Baruch Hu. Alles ist Eibishter. Und man neusef ha b'tochen yoser al Amunah. Was add b'tochen mehr of Amunah? No, he's saying b'tochen is on top of Amunah. So, okay, fine. I agree. But Tiritz Ramban, the Amunah hu lumat han yanam shloi b'shas nesayin. Amunah is v'malei teppes nish b'shas nesayin. Just when you have time. It's not wartime. B'tochen hu lamad b'zeh b'shas nesayin. B'tochen is that, yes, b'tochen is to stand on that b'shas nesayin when there's an nesayin, then you activate your Amunah. You activate your b'tochen. Yeah. When you're in the soil, you activate your b'tochen, and that will trigger your Amunah, that you are holding steady. I have Amunah. B'tochen is like the igniter. Okay?
What is b'tochen?
1 second. He's going to tell you right now. Finally, he's resolving the question, because it's like, in this case, is it b'tochen or is it Amunah? And do filachis abadu b'nechtake moirech, davachtin A, B, and C, right? So he's going to tell you what b'tochen is. B'tiritz Ramban, the Amunah hu lumat an yonam shlo b'shas nesoyin. B'tochen hu lamad b'zeh b'shas nesoyin. Kloimet. Lichias im Amunah b'poil b'shas shebol l'fnei nesoyin. There's a leben mit Amunah b'poil at the time that it came to Father Nesoyin. And Marava Tzadik Mezitchev, Rashel Mezitchev, Chen hu b'shar sof perik, okay, meyashvim, ba'ofen acher. The Amunah hu shadei hakol b'dei shemayim, v'hakol yeh b'vada l'tova. Okay. Right. From Hershel Mezitchev, I think that's what he's saying. Chen hu b'shar Sforim HaKadoshim, miyashvim ba'ofen acher. He's saying another different version of it. The Amunah hu she'edei sh'hakol b'dei shemayim. Amunah is that device that alles b'dei shemayim v'hakol yeh b'vada l'tova. And alles God's on l'tova. So Amunah is that device that alles is b'dei shemayim. You're fully surrendered. You're trusting. You're flying like an eagle.
There's another one.
This another version. So I think this is more. Yeah, this is more aligned. I think this is more aligned because I felt Amunah is the nesher. The Amunah is balanced, and I'm fully surrendered. And once I'm surrendered, I don't need betochen. Betochen is just when I'm falling, I need betochen. Yeah, that's what he said. But so the second option is kvetching more on the that Amunah is hakol b'dei shemayim. This guy's fully fire. He's like Amunah is fully surrendered. Shakol b'dei shemayim, hakol yeh b'vada l'tova. Everything is going to be good. No, he's saying that's Amunah. He's saying that Loshen Acher.
So the Loshen Acher
needs the Amunah. Okay, fine.
Whatever.
Yeah, they're using betochen for a minute. The Amunah shadei shakol b'dei shemayim, hakol yeh b'vada l'tova. Kadosh Baruch Hu oser rak tov. Betochen hu sheyesh Amunah. Kol kach chazaka bo'ofen shekavar achshav. This is the one. This is the punchline. Betochen hu sheyesh Amunah kol kach chazaka bo'ofen shekavar achshav yargesh eich hakel l'tova meroiv hakel l'tova meroiv b'darges habetochen. That betochen is that as a starke Amunah, as I feel schon jetzt as alles is good. In other words, betochen is triggering that you can imagine, you can make it, you can feel like it's present right now. Everything is good. Even though it's still an imaginary world. Even if it hasn't it hasn't manifested yet. I mean, this is very fine. What am I doing? I was going to put in something. And 1 second, let me touch. Okay? I mean, if you are alive, that's a tova. That's a kindness. Somebody's extending life to you. So tap in, go till there. Just like with the starter of the meditation, getting present is just feel yourself being here. Raw Ratzon. Just feel yourself being here. Being present, that's it. What would allow you to feel that? All the revving and all the interactions you had throughout the day, that should allow you to feel that should be nice and flowing like a fountain. Feeling that you are... that's the toiva. We want to tap into toiva. Okay? Simply that. Okay, so again, so that feeling is the rak latova. That's the rak latova, the feeling that I'm just here. Which usually is, you have Yud Kevavka, you have Alikim. Al Hashem is on top of Hashem. As Hashem. Pick up your hands and bench Yud Kevavke, which you're going up higher. You're bringing up Shulchan from down, from even higher when you wash your hands. What? What? Yeah, Esukapa. Yeah. Give me a minute. Finish get hit. 1 second. I get to alles with an hart beet. We say it Chilas HaKosev betach b'Hashem v'asei tov. Hob betuchen in Hashem and v'asei tov and tigit. Shochen eretz v'ro emuna. Okay. Tell them, I gotta look it up. Unless somebody has a touch of it. Okay, fine. Betach b'Hashem v'asei tov, shechen haaretz v'rei emuna. V'oz miskayim boi kvar achshav v'sanag al Hashem v'tuchu b'shalas l'becha. Damit hat mekam werden jetzt schon v'sanag al Hashem v'tuchu b'shalas l'becha to give more than heart's bait. So we said before, the heart is a... you have to feel. You have to feel what you want. I think it starts by feeling gratitude, being present, by being present to just that you're here, that you're breathing. That thing that's holding you alive, that thing is kula toiv. You're tapping into the toiv and letting from there, letting it show up in other places. We hebben zich schon mesanik jetzt begillen de kurs, shadei shakarish bar khalut sel galas betachtonen beofen shire ich hakel wo tove gemur. Bist doch mesanik jetzt mit de gilui de kurs. How is this gilui de kurs? Because you are exposed that you exposed your whatever you were squeezed in, that this is all tove. Shadei shakarish bar khalut sel galas betachtonen beofen shire ich hakel wo tove gemur. So the ultimate roots, and that's holding us here, that thing wants to expose, to express that everything is Latova. That's its desire, that everything is Latova. That everybody should see that everything is Latova. By you doing that and seeing it that it's Latova, you're misanik alavai, because you're helping. Not helping, you're opening up to express the ultimate tachlis, which is that everything is Latov. Shedei shakarish bar khalut sel galas betachtonen, will sich mas galas am betachtonen beofen. Welche Öfen will sich mas galas an? Sheire ye hakel Latov gemur. Als man sehen, dass alles ist Latov gemur. Okay. What's that? You have to see the Torah?
Yeah. You have to see it and believe it.
Okay, good. So it depends. I think it depends on in every case is different. To see it or believe it, what comes first. I mean, you talk to your friend and figure it out how you can find and see what comes first. I mean, sometimes you see it, sometimes you feel it. I'm feeling that it's good. I'm feeling that it's going to be good. I have a good feeling about this. he's saying it because I also have sometimes a question: do you want to like see it, or yeah, I think. But then if you see it, then you're not okay. Listen, just want to do this. Let's do it. Sometimes we feel something, and then if you're going to see it, then you're limiting what the outcome can be. So I'm not imagining everything is up to the Eibishter. But Saf, that is in Olam HaMachshava. But Saf, here in Olam HaSiyah, we have to act it out. So we do have to visualize it. So bring it into, it's in your Machshava, Dibber, which Rav Nachman mentions it many times, that Dibber, you should manifest, say it out loud, say what you want, daven. And then Masa is by I'm visualizing what it looks like, and you're not limiting because you are growing what you can grow. This, and then there's Hatzlach and this, and then you plant so much, and then so much, and so much. So that is the Kislev. Visualize, see it. Yeah, go.
He asked before about what was the met the malach that came put on him. He felt safe and what? What was the other one? Safe and
save and protect.
I was just thinking. He said that it was the Satchel Isaac who we met, and I was thinking that maybe this is all about Isaac and us. Maybe that's the harsh judgments and everything, and maybe he saw the godless Hashem in it, and he allowed Hashem in it with it. So he felt safe to protect against that side. He saw the godliness in us. He saw it's only God.
Right. So that's what the Basai was saying. Yeah. He was saying that how could he think that there's going to be something? Why does he have to save himself from the Malach Hashem? Yeah. So he's saying that everything is the Eibishter. So what's Sarish Elisef that Yaakov the message is that he had Achnoah. Through Achnoah, he was dealing with the other side of us, with the Esav, like we're giving Esav a bitter now. So as he was doing, so he's saying with Achnoah, you can be Machniya Esav.
Tell me more about
I don't know. Every time I go there, I can't. It's too raw. I can't. We'll have to do it some other time. Maybe this Kislev. I'll work on it this week. I mean, we did one example of Achnoah before. It has to come up as we talk. We'll come up. So yeah. So you have to. You can basically have a minna, and B'tachin is imagining that is celebrating it like as if it already happened. Anybody here has something that they can imagine, that they would like to see? If they can, like inside, something that you want to. What's that? Have a munah b'tachin that already happened. Something that you wanted to happen. Something that you're waiting for. Wow. Okay, so that's something more to go on, if I may. Can I? Already happened, because, wow, because you just said exactly what he's saying. You were Masonic Alavaya. You're Masonic Alavaya, because Havaya is still being expressed, and you're going on, it's still in the process of coming out, and you went on top of that, and you're already Masonic, like, I know it's happening already. So what you're doing is you're becoming a vessel. You were Machniya yourself. Listen to this, Achnoah. You were Machniya yourself from thinking you can figure it out with our Esav head, with all the muscles. We're Machniya yourself. And therefore, you are Masonic Alavaya, that you're saying it already happened. So you're using his true nature of wanting to express, which is kindness, and you're allowing him to come into you. You're holding space for that Toiva by saying that it's L'Toiva. Yeah? So we can be a satellite dish for anything. I can pick up fear, I can reflect back. But now the Sonic Alavaya is Elikus Sheyedei Ate Ate Begilui Elikus Sheyedei Shekadish Baruch Roitzel is Galas Betachtoinim. I will sich mit Galas Betachtoinim. How? In this particular case, but Oifen Sheire Echakal Hu Tov Gemurim. And Oifen that we should see that alles is Tov Gemurim. Can you imagine? Like if once we do that. I don't know. It's scary because the ego is still in the way. The ego is still in the way.
The work is not over.
It's only beginning. You kidding me? Yeah.
After Mitzvah, it's still the mitzvah.
What's that?
Going after Mitzvah, and then it's 40 years of mitzvah. But in the middle, you choose how things taste.
L'chaim, we know nothing.
That's right.
We have no clue.
That's why I said it before. Now it starts the work on the Sakha. Intense work.
Yeah, we know it's to bring it into Welt, but so by seeing that, expressing that, feeling that it already happened, so because the Toiva is there, the Toiva is able to do anything, use it. If you have a better machine, you can project more Toiva. Stimmt? Okay, dan moeten we nog een stukkel. Jetzt ja bei Show wir geran dahin Kolzman Shako mit gewinnen lo in geran af kommen wir direkt schon kodem schon lo schwierig ach kas jetzt mit gewinnen wir gehen es eure mit kodem also ist in geran af שהוא סוד שבירס הקלם geran af ist schwierig erkennen und es kommt sehr kodisch weil jetzt kauf man zan mit alf שביל geran im lasch geran af وامر كسب ويك auf der markt was man schön ist wie ich bei markt mal Besert Veishkav Oisius Vyashkov Beis Oisius. Veishkav means Kov Beis Oisius. It's alike means 22 Oisius. So what he's saying that as long as he was by Yitzchak, Yitzchak is an Akudim, which is all together. Akud means everything is tied together, everything is one. You have Akudim, Berudim, Nakudim. So it's still when it's one. Before it was any type, it's Akudim. It's one. It was still Esasvir Seganuzis. It's a whole Indian. It's the hidden esospheres. We're connected to the esospheres, but then there's the hidden esospheres, which is Malchus of Oir Ein Sof. Like we are a reflection of a reflection of a reflection. This is, okay. Hashem's. What does that mean? You want to know for just a little. Not that means that, but Yitzchak is from there. That means, imagine living on, breathing through a straw. Imagine breathing with one nostril all your life. Nothing gets you out of the zone. Not even Esav. You're a carbon oiler. Ein boy moon, nothing. It's perfect. Yitzchak, the Akedah was perfection. Avraham and Yitzchak, perfection. So, Yitzchak is ook, wie ben ik gemeend, help me eruit. So as long as Yaakov was with Yitzchak, it was in Akudim. And then he went into Charoin Af, Shviras HaKelim. We are in the Charoin Af, in Shviras HaKelim. And Veishka Makamu, we said Veishka V'Oisius. Veishka means Kuv B'Oisius. In Eskasha B'chinas Oilam HaKudim. Shushasha B'chinas Yitzchak Gvina. V'sham Sad HaKuv B'As Azman. Darten in Akudim, darten is Shasha from Beginnes Yitzchak Gevine. And darten is the Sat from Kuv Bais Asman, the 22 letters. We hold the them before. Akudim, Yitzchak. Kishor Shakubes Oisius Ubepe, the Akudim is in the mole of Akudim, the mouth, and is Gala Shem Akubes Oisius, the Kumosh Kosa Varizal, the Sod Pe, Hushem Sag, im Kubes Oisius. Pi is Shem Sag and Kubes Oisius, which is 85. 3, 65, 85. So now we're going into Churan. What is Churan? Let's understand what Churan is. Alter Rebbe tells us what Churan is. So let's start. So there goes through a whole bunch of questions. Let's go to Mushkasa Tzava Yeshu is Yaakov. No, 1 second. Achina Beresh Apashik said Vayetz Yaakov Be'eshev El Charon Perish Yaakov Bechinas Yud. Let's go to Achina Beresh. It's like 6-7 lines from the top. Achina, yeah? Got it? Yep. How's it? Beresh Apashik Kesiv Vayetz Yaakov Be'eshev El Charon. Umfang Parsh staat dat Yaakov is rausgegangen von Be'eshev, gegangen zu Charon. Perish Yaakov Bechinas Yud. Ekev. Shu Bechinas Hamshach is Chachmila. Yaakov is beginnen van Yid Ekev. Yid in nog een Ekev. It's two. The name gets split in two. Shu beginnes Hamshach is Chach Mila. Shu beginnes Yud Lamata Mata Gam beginnes Akvaim. So we're pulling down over here Chachma all the way down to the Akvaim. We're in the Akvaim. We're in the Ekev, which is the bottom. V'zeh v'yetz Yaakov be'eshav v'yelcharon. Shu beginnes Yaakov hu Mamshir beginnes be'eshav. Be'eshava beginnes Yaakov is Mamshir beginnes be'eshava. Yaakov got teros and bringt mit zich the be'eshava shu lamala mala ivige yuve gemoy gaat. In other words, there's expression of E, which is even means it's atzilus. It's one, and it's chayoi. It's one, and whatever is goydem, whatever happens in atzilus is one. It's one. Atzilus means it's mamash one with it. But it goes through levels and levels. So over there is the first where it's one with whatever the expression is. All the shtalshus lamata mata lamadrega yosef tachtena. Bis the shtalshus lamata mata to the madrega yosef tachtena. Should begin as charan, which is the beginning of charan. Kashivoy lekam v'zat Hashem. K'moshkosev. So it came to all the way. It comes down all the way, which means that Yaakov landed just the way over there. He brings it down here also. All the shtalshus lamata mata yosef tachtena should begin as charan. Doing charan, we're in charan af, we're in shvira. Everything is in separation. And Yaakov pulls down that we can see Achlas Hashem here too. Yaakov is the 370 Nahoiden lights Elon. It begins Yaakov Machaber Mamshach Elamat begins Akvam Gamken. Yaakov named the Shine Nahoiden, these lights, and he ties it in over here with the tools that we have. The Gamish Yisum Losh and Shok, Mashkos Yusuf Shem Al Hevel, she begins Siridas from Shok as Oiris Vach Lamata Mata. Means that it's coming down all the way down here to whatever you are. Bishtalshul Oiris Shem Kol Kach Bifn Sumim Rabim, Ache Bogam Lamata begins Choran Nas Alma de Bruder. The Gamra. So Azamin Tzimtzum, there's such hiddenness, there's such so astara. Bis ik kimt eraan beginnen scharen naast allemaal de vrede legamra. By the time it kimt eraan doen scharen, weet is allemaal de vrede. It's a world of separation. Kom je kast van naar Joodse, maar eerst beginnen schach malo lahashkas het zagan. En misham je paret. Als je neemt zich misham bestal zullen srabes het zum ram naast beginnen te vragen met aflos. Als je neemt zich misham bestal zullen srabes het zum naast beginnen. Ja, okay, maar ze kimt het such a stal and it goes down, 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 lower to the lowest. It turns into nefrad matachos. Yaakov wien er of zo'n wat zullen lezen lamal als je gam lamata beginnen zeggen de bittel mamash. Yaakov wien ik wat erover brengen deze all the way aan doe in ten ogen je de bittel mamash kmoesje hoe lamal gewe mooi gaat. Just like up there in the upper conscious, here too should be one. Wil het zo nemen wie ik me af maken. And because of that, it says, I get him from the Steiner from the Platz. Kehine Neude, Shavonim Nikri Oisi, Steiner werden gerief von Oisis. We'll do just a small piece. Rodem is good? Yeah? Moish? Is good? Rodem food? Good? Okay. Kehine Neude, Shavonim Nikri Oisis. Steiner werden gerief von Oisis. Ich muss schkosse besefer Yitzire. It's very, I always stop with this. I have a lot of interest in this because it's fun. And it's very imaginative. It's the imaginative mind is the child within you, within us. Wow, oisias are building. They're building structures. Yeah. Or I'm going to elaborate on it. The oisias. Okay, I'm saying, but do you understand what he's saying, or I'm going to elaborate? Okay, good. So, you know the language, and we're just going to put it into what he's saying. Also schon gehört, but in different terms. A Haus hat gemacht von Steiner. 2 Steiner, noch was der 3, noch in der Bricks, bis the ganze structure steht. So 100 Oisies, 100 blocks macht Asami in Wand. Okay? And you can bauen Asami in wild palace, but really the palace, whatever you see, is steht auf Steiner. It's built on something. There's a program behind it. So too, everything that you speak is oisies. So 2 words. If I express less words, then it builds so many oisies. But if I put out more energy, more oisies, then it can build a bigger structure. The same goes with everything around you, your house, your setup, your business, your work. These are all oisias, your interactions, everything that's going on, every conversation you're having throughout the day is oisias. They just present themselves like a movie where you have the picture, and then behind the picture it's a 1 billion letter program that created something that can hold this image and paste it together. Right? When you go behind the program, it's just numbers running, a matrix, just numbers running, right? In all directions. What?
CJN.
CJN it's called?
Oh, whatever.
Okay. Yeah? Okay, so the program is running. So, but every program, there's some part of the program that shows up like a person. The other part of the program shows up in food. The other part of the person shows up in your problems, whatever struggle you're going through. My wife, my relationship, and all that other stuff. These are all oisies. These are all letters put together. The way to change these letters is by davening, tefillah. With tefillah, you're changing the oisies of your day, because you're opening up your heart, as we saw from the Basayin, and we saw it from Richamai, we saw the whole that tefillah you have to open up. Open up to whatever your desire, your heart desires. So by tefillah, you're changing the oisias. Now you have different oisias, different expressions, and you can change the day. So that is the Kov Beis Oisias. So 2 letters build. Stones are called letters. 1 second. It's clear what I said? That your day is Oisias and everything is, you can change it. You can, I don't want to say the word manipulate, but you can change the letters. You can change it. Not only to change it, daven, change the letter, change it. Zwei Steiner bauen 2 Häuser. Sholosh Avonim bauen 6 Batim. 3 Steiner bauen 6 Batim. Well, you have, let's say, 2 letters, Aleph Beis, you can machen 2 Oisies. Av and Ba. And 3 kannst du schon machen 6 Oisies. Whatever it is. Okay? So too, you have there's 22 letters. There's unlimited combinations. And they keep playing. And that's the Gödel. That's what I said before. That's it. I think. I'm gonna research it. Es halt sich anspielen nach Gödel. And you win. The Sefer Torah also plays a Gödel. This is a mazel. What's the mazel? Okay, come closer. It's a mazel. The mazel is like this. Halt sich an. And it's a mazel. So land does it because that's his roots. So you can't outplay it. You can't be like Chagechab. That's the tricky part. You're not chopping nothing because he's playing it exactly. It's all aligning itself the way it's supposed to be. And the doubt that you're having while it's on playing, that's part of the program. That's the charaim part of the program. That's the charaim part of the matrix. That's the dark Osiris. Is the back. We need to be in the front. Panim upon him with the malach. We have it in us. We need to be in the front. Yes. Okay.
Says the dark is the back.
Because every action has a reaction. It has a shadow. If I move my hand out or back, right? I'm passing you something. But if I move my hand back, this person behind over here, he's getting the backside of it. I'm not intending him. He's just by default. There is an action here too, right? So that is the movie. Like you have the guys moving around, and then from behind you're watching the other side of the reverse engineering. You're watching the other side of the mirror. So that is acharaim, because who wants to deal with seeing the back? You want to be in the concert. You want to see the front. You don't want to see the guy putting the mic back to forward and back. You want to see what you want him to be panim upon him. So so the downtime and the fears and the judgments, that's the back part of the program that we are a part of, and we need to give a bidder to.
You have to not tap into that. Just go back to the front.
We need to give a bidder to that. That is Esav. That's Klippa, where Klippa says that I'm in charge. He gets to change. If you work harder, if you do more, if you do this, if you do that, he keeps. When really you have to be Misanik Alavaya. That is Esav, that is the Acharaim, because Esav is Acharaim. 1 second, no, Esav is Toyu. It's Shviras HaKelim. Okay, yeah. I mean, he's higher than him, but higher than Yaakov. He's higher from us in Shoresh, but he couldn't get the job done.
What means bitter?
Bitter means mavarzan. Like the best thing is like taking off a stain from your pants, or also mavarer means seeing through it. I feel like this. I see through it. That's a bitter. With Dafnitz and Yankov tzii? Sure, we're doing Esav now.
So the Esav is good.
Yeah.
So to operate with the Esav, to deal with the Esav is bring around the Yankov, with the Esav.
Yes. So how do you bring the Yankov around the Esav? So he gave us a few things over here. According to Oisi Satira, Tefillah, B'tochen and Amina. B'tochen and Amina is okay. Let's put it like this: if we had professionals to train the Olam B'tochen and Amina, I think there is. Shei Stab has on YouTube. But let's just imagine that energetically, feeling it and understanding it, learning it. That's like the most. You know what type of technology that is? It's going to become illegal. Once we know how to do it, it's going to be illegal because
Nothing can stop you.
nothing can stop you.
It's going to be the other illegal.
What's that?
It's going to be the other illegal. There's nothing to work for anymore.
No, what do you mean? You're still working. You have to. We said this before. Thank you. We said this before. It's important because it's dafkan sanabing in a Welt. Olam machshuva, yeah, but doing Welt, it has to be in a space. It has to be in a house. It has to be in shafa and the kids and food, simcha. It has to be. It has to be. You have to bring it into Welt. Yeah, that's what Nachman. Nachman is allowing us, and that's Choron. And Yaakov is allowing us to bring. He brings the light in the Shana Horin, the 370 lights. He brings it into Choron, into excavation.
Because if you would stay with Yankov, that's a show was arbeiten nehmen. But in order to listen to the bringen, listen of Dante Sarana in the world, darfst du nicht darüber in der Eisef. In der Eisef bringst du darüber Yankov.
No, I'm processing something over here with Yaakov. I'm processing the Tamimis from Yaakov, and I'm thinking that Yaakov never flinched. Yaakov, as many times, right? And you would think that he's like, okay, I gotta change my business method over here, right? But he didn't. He didn't. So how did he beat him? Or did he? Did he outsmart him in the end? He didn't. He just relied on Hashem. He couldn't stop him.
Took it away with the teams. Stopped.
And how he just left. He packed his bags, a few thousand sheep and all that.
He tricked them out with the animals.
Yeah, he didn't trick him.
He tricked them out.
How?
That he made that they should look when they had.
No, but that was his. No, that was his tamimis working. And Leuven tried to make trouble. But that was his tamimis. He didn't trick him. He took the poor ones. He took the ones that could barely. He took the. Again, the schwache. Ja, we zijn verrast. I think ik heb het verkeerd verstaan. Ja, en van de schwache had weggeschikt. They were something that you can't rebirth them. He just put them aside, and then the other ones that he built them up from the bottom. He built it up from the bottom. There's a message there. He built it up from the bottom. So that's what he said. At the terugbrengen for ins. So we have it, and we can't do that work. That's too intense to deal with love. And we deal with ein ganav, ein wall. It's brand. I mean, living in his house, and you're dealing with the massive trickster. This guy is loving Arami.
But he did with them, not to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you would think that Yaakov would change his ways. He's like, no, you have him on Tamimis.
But he took care of himself.
Because what? Yeah,
he showed that he should have what he's supposed to have.
Yeah, what did you expect him to do otherwise? No, you could have. Tim Kenning gave him a clap.
I think we do live with love.
What's that?
I think we do live with love. The other side that tries to trick us in, as I said before, that's a based in the Gens team.
So the question is that Avrom geschickt Eliezer zu gaan brengen a Tochter, a Wab für Yitzchak gewinnen. Hitler geschickt, ga nur hin, nicht du, nicht dort, ga dort, in Ziterich, and Leuven, and Basil. So, was ich gefragt, die Kasche, was ich the größte Yichas? Gangen de Terich, so wir haben gesagt, Terich, and ga nur dort, Terich, and Leuven Arami. But no, Vruma gesehen that in order for us to do our work, to give a bidder to Gulas, darf man dem Textje, darf man dem Terech, and man darf man dem Leuven Arami. Well, the Tamim is the Yaakov, and dem Leuven is a perfect match.
But something came after Leuven over a split second.
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
To hold.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a chalitza again. I mean, whatever is going on, whatever survival.
So het vreemd is dat kamer jeder leeft met een loven. Ja, jeder leeft met een loven, but they choose to help the loven just for the sake.
What do you mean? Tell me more. What do you mean, halt them for a second?
That's it. The loven should not do. Once the guys with Yaakov, the loven should not do.
He comes back.
It comes to fight.
So the squeeze, he always comes to squeeze you a different way.
Always, so you
So you
choose
learn
how
that it's a
long
squeeze.
you should keep the always within you.
You can't be always, because the event is with Masir. You're always going to have something that needs to.
So when are you going to get to the police?
You're not with them out, not here. But if you learn how to do it here, like Moshe said, with the squeeze, through the squeeze, weißt du ja, das ist du. Also man kommt sich der Setz, weißt du schon, was nach Hand. So that's the love. Every comes in every time a different way. But the more we talk about it, the more we get better. That we got that no, he's not. That's not it. This is some. You want to be Yaakov all the way.
All right, let's wrap up. Hine, nee, dus Shavuot nikra oises. We gaan komen Shavuot beginnen te duimen. Okay, nou, skip the line. Kmoy Shavuot hebben naast bij zegels je gerum laten betuigen. Kmoy ken maar oises hebben. Zo heb je van een huis van een Sachsteiner. Kann man machen, dass man kann dort wohnen in der Wohnung. Kann man kein, aber Oisies harbe nase Teves, shebehem slapshes a segel. Van a sach Oisies becomes Teves, which letters. Teves is more like, okay, mekmoikem harbe Oisies harbe nase Teves, wird Oisies. Van a sach Oisies wird Teves. Shebehem slapshes a segel. The cycle like to gaan aan them. Begam kmoisha avonim hem begin as domim. Just like, listen to this. The illusion is so amazing, so healing. Begam kmoisha avonim who hem begin as domim. Azovi Steiner is a begin as van domim. A Steiner is domim. Ze kennen zich is dat gunish. Is riest zich. Shu madrega yose tachtone. We call daar altijd zedes. Domim zwaar gaan met daber. The nittigste madrega. From all of Firi Sirs, which is Doimim, which is the Stein, Samayach, which is a vegetable, Chai is a Chai, Madaber, which is us. We get to speak. Kamoi kenne Oisis Lagaba Seichel, La Melubish Ben. Zoit Oge the Oisis Lagaba the Seichel, which is Melubish in him, and begin as Doimim Batach Hashanim Erech Aseichel Klal, which means as follows. You're having a thought. The Oisis in your life are showing up, which is whatever we said before could be your Oisies, and you're all intimidated by the Oisies. It's stopping you and you're suffocating with the Oisies. So what the Rebbe is saying over here is that this Oisies is like a dome, it's a rock. Whatever is going on in your life is like a rock in your face. You just need to just move it aside. There's no reason to negotiate with it. You want to go to the cycle in it. You want to go to the Chai and Madaber in it. Nimmt zu move mit Kolanal, Shavonim Nikir Oisies. Seht man von dem, als Avonim, Steine, Rock, Stone, Nikra Oisies, wird geriefen Oisies. Ich kann kein Hulamala, so auch ist Lamala. Up there. Die Hinnike se bedwar Hashem Shemaim Nasu. Von der Dwar Hashem, der Dibber Hashem, von Malchus, Dibber Hashem, ist beschaffen geworden, der Himmel. Ich kann euch kurz Machus gemacht als Kalolome. Dan Malchus ist König auf die ganze Welt, auf alle Ulame. Alle Welten. Pere Shechai ist Kala Ulames, der Chies von alle Welten, the Zach was supposed and everything. Shem Oilemus Adein Kates was then there's an Oilemus bis end. Ik moest kosten waar yes mispel ik doe we do a mispert is aan wieveel gedide wieveel machten ze do. In een imkel zijn makker was schurisch geusem met dem allem de makker en de schurisch van de life van de pulsing eenmaal beginnen mal goed zijn. Het is nog van aan beginnen van makel, zo beginnen het dwar Hashem. This is I'll explain. The beginnen mal goed, zo beginnen het dwar Hashem. Hamachai mahava oisim ein le'esh tamid, which is machai and she's getting on life and she bashaft ma'ain le'esh tamid constantly. Everything is just a pulse. The minute this pulse stops, we're not here, and this pulse is never going to stop. Here's the Zukt. There is a pulse. Again, Pere, Shechai's Kol Oilus. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Wow, I love it. Okay, let's hope. Washing everything away. Pere, Shechai's Kol Oilus. The life force from all Oilus. The Chias of everything. Tune into your Chais. Tune into what's keeping you. What you're feeling, you're alive. Shehem oilemas adein kates, ik kasav yesh mispelig dudav. In een imkel ze makke beshurish geyosem edelen in eine elam beginnes malchuse. The makke and the shurish from the chiyas is no from the beginnes from malchus. Should beginnes dvar Hashem, because malchus has a mouth. They have all the oilemas. Listen to this: all the oilemas, all the consciousness, everything is very powerful stuff. But then there's something called malchus, which has a peh. You're speaking, us speaking is like walking around on the train track, manifesting and speaking. That is Malchus. So that mouth, if you go back with his mouth, there's also the voice that, the mouth that Malchus, which is from Oyin Soif, which created Shemayim, Aretz, and all that, with his speech. That's the word. Which means that also there is always an opportunity. The minute we surrender, the minute we let go, we can be mechaya mahava. A different chomer is now. As you let go, as you drop from the chomer, as you drop from the oisius, from the doimim, being stuck in the oisius, yeah, as we stop, let go. So the mahava ma'ayin liyesh, the mahava oisim ma'ayin liyesh tomid, because there's a constant pulse, so you can always fall in, like time travel. Drop in the second, drop in the second, drop in the second. Like, why? Yeah, why can't I do it? Because it needs a bitter. It needs a bitter. The void is to go through the body, dragging Yaakov through Esav, Mr. Meyer. Dragging Yaakov through Esav. Dragging Yaakov through Esav. Yeah, Yitzchak is sitting with himself. Yitzchak is sitting with himself. Yitzchak lives on a straw. Yitzchak breathes through a straw. Yeah, I want to go back there. Yitzchak breathes through a straw. Mama Shahal's space is chaos around him, and he's just sitting there, fully surrendered. He was blind, yes. He was blind, and Esav Yaakov, this labor he doesn't, and can tell you this, huh?
Yitzchak wasn't there. I was after all the chaos. He was.
That's what I'm saying. He was holding space. What do you mean? There was chaos around him. He was fully present. 1 second, breathing, very present. So Yitzchak, so to speak, the Yitzchak type of guy is sitting in a cave. He's sitting somewhere locked up in a room, and he's 1 second, because clearly Yaakov has to give a bitter, because Yitzchak couldn't give a bitter to Esav, because Yitzchak was like, okay, this is Ochat Abishter. He was, and Rivka is saying, we're gonna get crushed. So she sent Yaakov to get the brachas, and Yaakov is dragging through. Yaakov went to meet Esav. He went to meet him. He went him today, this week. He goes at him. Like, okay, we got to do this job. They hug it out. He bites his neck, and let's put a look at this. Let me see. Bites his neck, and Yaakov is so solid. I don't know. I can't even go in there. What is he solid? This tmimus. He's solid that he's been through so much. He's been through so much. 21 years of working with love, and like he's mastered. He's able to hold. He's so present that even a monster like Esav doesn't budge him. And I saw this, that when Eliezer, ik was een van de Mo'er Naim, that when Eliezer tergebikt, is he saw his galus, he saw Shechina, he saw like he had a breakthrough, he had an alignment, and I think he brings down Yaakov also. So from there I learned that every time there's shtachva, that means that there is a moment that he sees. So Esav is coming at him, and Yaakov tergebikt zibmul, that's it, zibmul. When he was able to be machniya him, like he was able to, whatever he was coming at, like that, he was able to find the toiva, or whatever it is. I'm going with what we learned today. Able to find the toiva, able to find the ebishter, whatever was happening over there. It's Yaakov on Esav level, top level. I mean, his brother that wants to kill him, a monster, is a.
Yaakov take from Esav whatever he had good in him, and then Yaakov and Esav just left Esav, and
that's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing now. We're taking what's good from him. We're taking what's good from him. You're coming in, you're dealing in a world where it's absolute Esav, and that little Yaakov gets a ganz gitanaitzim. He's on little, no big muscles, big stomachs, can barely, as his diet doesn't really support the type of action that he's taking up. And,
Even in the gebik, ik ga het juist lezen, als is. Ik wil terug in de beginnen als dan denk ik. Eigenlijk ga ik opgepraat hebben, maar zoveel layers, je was so disconnected, I guess. Nemen ze een brief, dus iedereen is gebikt, dus nog een layer ook zo.
Energetically, he was working him.
Yeah.
How was when we realized him?
Esav left. Yaakov didn't leave him with anything. He just.
He didn't leave. We said we're going to meet him. Willem is hier maar het zinlish, but that's not it.
Yeah, but after they met, yeah, Isaac went off. We're not going to meet him till Mashiach comes.
He didn't go anywhere. He went to Sire and he's orchestrating from there, and we're going to meet him. I draait dit. Omgedraaid doe, you know.
Met oprecht aan dus.
I think that's what I said. Willem is misschien bij het zinlish, but that's not it. We gaat het misbedaan.
I recall, man, because Isaac gets upset like he's going to do the second.
We're going to give him a bitter, so why? I have no clue. I don't know.
Why is it so hard to ride with piano?
To what?
To ride with piano. When it feels hard and you start thinking about it, that it feels that it's hard, so you want to go back to it. It's good.
No, try that. Doesn't work.
So,
The cancer is met dit terug.
so why can't I?
1 second. Hold on 1 second. It's going to be iets gewinnen. Ja, zo. Gaat zich auslachen van die ganze Sache. No. Okay. It's a slow process. We tried the Yitzchak, and now it's Pai Gimel. Pai Gimel is Oisius. Aleph Beis Gimel. You have to get. Yitzchak never surrenders. Yitzchak doesn't surrender to nothing. So he lacht zich soft, guys. To say, alles is a joke. The whole thing is just a spiel. Like, I am worrying about you. Do yours. Do you. The same thing that's holding you is that thing that's providing you. You do.
You start feeling that Yankov pulls you out. You start feeling that Yankov pulls you towards it. Yes. And Yaakov is the Tmimis, so that's what it is. He's surrendering to your Tmimis. Okay, so when you feel it, okay, so stay with that, with Yaakov.
No.
But somehow, sometime, you feel it's hard. So you want to go back to it. Knowing that if you're aware that's hard.
No, but Cesar, let's see, 1 second. I don't want to dismiss it because let's see. Because you're saying that Yaakov is hard. Let's just say you are out there, you're doing your work. Because and then it gets too intense. It's hard. You let's say you go, okay, I'm throwing myself in, I'm doing this, and it's still coming up short, and there's frustration there. It's yeah. That's the Yitzchak gewinnen. Ultimately, it has nothing to do with you. It's going to be what it's going to be.
It's a balance. There's both.
It's a joke.
There's both inside.
But then if you lock yourself home, it's going to start pinching. I mean, you have to go out there. You have to do. It's a guy. Yeah, it's a guy. By the way, it's a bitter. It's a bitter. By the Yaakov Yitzchak. Waarom toch de meisje? Is niet ging.
Avrom opgebouwd.
Huh?
Avrom is opgebouwd.
Dat was alles aan het zijn wel.
But so what's the next step? You're feeling what's so good with Yaakov. So why can't I be in Yaakov?
Yitas Kislev. Yitas Kislev. That's the next step. Yitas Kislev, Kofalov Kislev. Gevaar geeft Kislev. Hallo. Also, ich weiß, you can chosen, nicht mamish, but you can tauschen the texture. In other words, you cannot choose the ice design. Nein, I'm set, my home, the kinder, the business, you're set, the ice of the set.
Just the sign says that liar changed the ice.
The what?
The sign says that liar changed the ice. Last job was being present by ice.
Yeah.
With Tefillah, she changed it.
Correct. No.
She was able to change.
That's what I said. Yeah, so that's where I'm going. Going to change. You're changing the texture of it. You can't change the whole picture. You're changing you can change how you're going to take it. What you're doing right now, you're changing the image of how he shows up. How Esav shows up. What does Esav look like in somebody that doesn't have Torah or Oasis at Hasidus? When it hits him, he's Osmensch. He's lost. He's just got food. He eats and he smokes and he's his liberty. So that is the changing Esav, the Oasis, which Yaakov Avinu has given. Yisum Rashoisav. Almost in it's a stark stickle. We covered, I think. As we see, as we begin, as our Hashem, as how we say, pretty symbolic will and fraud. No, it's an important stickle. Let's mind over this question. Yeah. Random Shafati. Huh? Yeah. We'll continue it. In other words, he's talking here about the how literally in Zemar Oisis and Zemar Kailam and Zemar vessels, and you have the koyach to work. You have the koyach to do it. You have the koyach to make it happen. Yitas Kislev. Next of okay, so that's the story. 1 second. So Yitas Kislev is next of Dienstig, Montig Nacht, Dienstig, and we're gonna have a Farbreng B'ezrat Hashem Wednesday in Monsey. It's gonna be by invite only, and I mean everybody here is invited, and we invited in the chat, but also it's gonna be invite. I'm saying invite only, which means that we want everybody that comes to be present and see what we can, accomplish. Yitas Kislev. Wednesday night. There's going to be flyers. We're not going to flyers.
It is?
Somebody's in touch with them.
Should you update tonight? You updated you already?
Since
yesterday?
Yeah, I spoke to him, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's going to be Wednesday. Because we want to do Yitas and Kufalf Kislev also.
That's the father?
It happens to be this is how it came out, because Tuesday, this, that, Sunday, it was either Sunday or Wednesday. Wednesday is a much better day than Sunday. It was Farbreng is intik.
Yitas Kislev, that's something.
So do the right thing.
The ganze Kislev is Yontiv. I should have helped me to get for Tess, Yid, Gimel, alles is all even ein Yontiv. But Yitas Kislev is Dienstig. No, Yitas Dienstig. Mittwoch is Kuf. Mittwoch nacht we're going into Kuf Aleph. So we're going to be Kuf Aleph. We're going into in between.
So what is the significance now?
Kuf Aleph is a Satmer Rebbe's Rebbe is rausgegangen von Auschwitz.
That's what they had in mind?
What's who had in mind? That's what Kuf Aleph Kislev is. It's freedom.
That's what you had in mind?
I didn't have anything in mind. It just happened to be this way. So I was like, okay. What's that? Yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to happen. That we get to know our true identity, like who we are. Does it so? Yeah. We'll see.
We get them into the picture.
What?
We get them into the picture.
Of course. He's been very active. You think you can make a workshop in Monroe and nobody's throwing rocks? You think it's like, that's not showing that there's a boss in town? Workshops, people going, Rav Scheinberger talking, Hasidus there. I mean, it's not the rioters would have been long out there. Get it still. Let me keep it hidden.
So, ooit de Yaakov gaf zijn naam in de wereld. That's why he needs ISO.
Yeah.
But once you realize where the ISO is, once you identify, you work with it, you transform it, you go back to Yaakov, and then you go back to Yaakov. So, what if sometimes when you identify the ISO and it's going to a place where it brings you right back to Yaakov, do you really have to identify what the ISO is?
Well, that's a tricky question. Because you may have to bring a bidder there. You may, if you just check into Yitka Ufkai and you didn't bring a bidder there, then you're not being about it. And then 3 months later, you're dealing with the same problem.
So that bidder.
Because you like everything is going to be Latoiva.
So I asked you before if we could choose it, right? If we could choose ISO. That means
see it like it's already
what
there.
The bidder is, but you could choose a different example as a bidder.
Okay. Beautiful. It's very good. It's very. One more.
Huh?
That's very intense. That's beautiful. You can be, if you're that present, that you can see it bitter. But what about the projecting the Torah? Don't forget about that part also.
Projecting what?
The Torah, the Shefa, to bring it into Shefa. Can't forget about that too. We get caught up in the victim. That's why we keep cleaning. Okay, but are you? So you're doing? You're hustling. You're out there. In whatever way that is. I'm saying you're not sitting with your hands folded.
I choose.
Okay.
So that's the question.
No. What's the question?
Meaning to say, for how long? You can live like that 24 hours a day?
Okay, fine. So, for as long as you want to play. And he can hold his breath longer than you. And what happens then, this is what happens. You're going to realize that alles is a joke. Keiner hat mich gefragt. Keiner, jetzt bin ich gereizt von mehr intensity. Jetzt zu viel. No, that's when you hurt me. You hurt me now. That's right. She says, the ganze Sache is a joke. And 1 second, how am I going to do that? How am I going to do this? I'm stressing, I'm doing it. This is the Yitzchak gelach. This is a joke. The ganze Sache is a joke. Keiner hat dich gefragt. Keiner hat dich gesucht. And when I'm playing Yaakov, I'm playing this. Just surrender. Just surrender. You do you, and let it. Yes.
Bitter, doesn't that mean to find as you said, letting go of the rock? Every rock that comes in my face, there's a soft message, there's Baravai, and there's a message for me how to lead my life. Making it bitter from a judgment or from something difficult in my life, doesn't that mean finding the message inside, find the goodies to build the kaila to my neshama?
Sure.
So it's not just looking through it saying, I'm going to be strong. You can be stronger. There's a message. As long as you don't hear the message, you're not stronger than it. It breaks you instead of building you.
Anova.
I'm opening up this month for a lot of change. I'm hungry for some newness. I'm surrounded, but there's so many good things for me to have in my life, and I'm like, let me in the tatscape.
So this is what we need to remember the Akada, because when Avrum got in the Akada Sitzchak, he didn't ask how long it's gonna last. He really went all the way, because if he had any type of shred of blink, then it wouldn't be below hitter. It would have been a hitter. Fully present. Hello. Okay, really? I'm already here. Can somebody please let me know when this is going to end? Oh, Tati, I see the fire. But where's the carbon? Oh, you my son. Like, okay, fine. They continue going. Okay, now we're almost there. Like, hello. Is this thing going to end? I mean, like, how long do we need to hold? But he promised me. How does this make sense? What happens to my future? Like, okay, so that means like his whole thing was, this is the earning that he wants, that I'm giving up. Like, I built up such a belief, I built up such an imagination, and now I have to let go of all that. And that's what he wants. That's his nachas. I think for
me it's more the imagination is getting more aligned. It's like starting to want more. You're getting in touch more with your desires. I think that's important. I don't believe this is expectations or like manasa. It's just the body feels different. It gets ready. It gets like.
No, but that I was just going there to give him an image of. So I wanted to answer that. So the part is that this is what we have to bring in the Akedah. But we're hoping that the process that you're going through, what each and every one is going through on their own, is not going to be to the point of all the way to the Akedah. In other words, we already did the Akedah. We have it within us. We know that we can go without a flinch. And now it should just reveal itself. Now, you have to also change that. I'm sharing stuff. We're kind of asking for it. You have to be careful not to be real with it. That you should want to medafashan on the kvetch. There is an example of dragging Yaakov through Esav. There's a collective consciousness of pain. A collective One second. There's a collective consciousness of pain. There's a collective, it's important. You can use it. It's a collective consciousness in the center of the cesspool over here, full of doubt and questioning and all that. When you are going through your day, or whatever it is in your month, and you're dealing with doubt and whatever it is, understand that there's nothing to figure out there. That just is. It's doubt. It's a pool called doubt. And when you're in that water, you're going to see everything doubtful. Okay? So what Yaakov does is he wakes up to that. He's like, I'm gonna step out. Misha Mavahoya Olam El Ochad, he's the one that's gonna take care of this. And that's it. This is how it's important to trigger success.
It's the same way that Farbreng goes to the Al-Qaeda, knowing that it's a game, and how long can you hold? You said before, Farbreng was going, how long can you hold with that?
He did not think it's a game.
Farbreng did not think it?
He didn't, no way.
He knew it's a game.
No way.
No.
You don't chap, hello?
So we know now it's a game, huh? Let's say we know now.
No, 1 second. V'lo here, you know now it's a game because he busted that balloon.
Right.
He went fully knowing that this is it.
I'll say, okay, so going to the Al-Qaeda is very easy, right? You can go to the Al-Qaeda. So you know already.
No. Hello.
But
yes.
you know,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know.
Yes. No and yes.
You know.
First
you're
no and then
weird.
yes.
You're
1
weird.
second. Congrats. Ashrenu that we know that it's a game. But if you don't have a Minas Tzadikim and you don't have Torah Chasidus, you do not know it's a game. And even with all that, there's sometimes that you're like, hello, this game is getting very real.
I know it's a
People are
game
getting
now.
crushed over here, okay?
I know it's
and
a
it's
game
like,
now.
maybe it's not your avoided. It's not avoided for tzaddikim. You're a regular guy. Like, okay, I'm a regular guy. Now what? But it's pulling and it's pulling.
So you know now that
Sure,
you go to the Al-Qaeda.
Thank you. Okay. Hello. How many times were you squeezed?
I was squeezed
Okay.
a lot of times.
A lot of times. Fine, whatever. Everybody squeezed.
I never knew that.
That this
It's a
is
game.
yes.
After the whole thing ended up, I know, okay, fine. Now I understand why.
Give a
it's
bitter
this
to
was.
something that was like not just you gave a bitter to
Okay,
something.
so
that
now
was
you know. Go through that Al-Qaeda again.
The next Al-Qaeda is not going to be the same. It's not all the
Ex-
time
exactly.
put your son on the Messiah.
So with the same consciousness, you can use that to the other side also.
Correct.
second.
It's a great awareness.
Mine, it's strong what you're saying. It's very strong what you're saying. Okay.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can
Are you?
Adrabah. Adrabah.
Because and there's another problem here. You're I think you're looking for it. You're looking for that mishal.
Okay.
You're looking for that squeeze.
So how long can I hold? Right? That's the question.
No, not how long can you hold. Don't hold. Bring in success there. Bring in Zama Gala the Toivet. In other words, you're still fighting. You're still with Alton Visions and Cub. You're like, we're all are. But now you're projecting it. Thank you. Thank you for being an example where we need to let go of. You're still trying to, no, just start bringing out the Toivet. Start proving that there is Toivet. Break, go into that. Instead of stopping the flow, go
Start
with it.
proving.
Stop proving.
Start proving.
Stop.
Start proving.
He said.
Fine.
You have to prove.
I was gonna say I was gonna say stop proving.
Bad.
Stop proving that you can win, and start proving that there's Shefa.
Okay, exactly.
Yep.
So that's where you get stuck. Start proving that there is shefa.
Yes.
That's where you get stuck.
That's where we all get, yes. So this is where we go back to Rachmim Rabim, Sof Sof, Eres Balavus. And that is the joke. That is the joke. Listen to that's exactly the Yitzchak joke. How long are you going to stop? Bring me back to the question. How long?
When I have to start proving.
You have to start proving. You have to stop proving that you can win, and start proving that there is shefa.
We're at the middle, you can't win.
What? Oh, en nog en dat weerst de stak. That's where you get to the wall. Dat weerst de stak. And the emperor stak. This is the Yitzchak. There's nothing that you are doing. Everything, because if I need to start let's go further with this. If I need to start proving that there is shefa and I'm manifesting the toiv lahetiv, once again I get pulled into a trip because I'm not doing enough. And you're back in the circle.
Yeah.
So Yitzchak comes and he stands breathing from a straw, very present, and he's like, there's nothing to prove. It's happening. Get out of trying to prove anything. Don't stop and don't start. Yeah, Yitzchak Avini. But we have to go through the process.
Right.
Say that. You have to go through. You can't just check out you can't fall into Yankov, because Yankov is going to pull you into.
Just the balance. Just balance.
Yeah, but wait a second. But the balance we just said is another setup. Balancing means that I need to do A, B, and C in order for me to manifest, to bring in the Tov in the Welt. Now you get caught up in that too.
Right.
So why? Why do you get caught up? Because if I would think that it's in my koyach, the more I do, the more I get. Then I'm trapped in bringing Tov. I'm back into Para.
So while being in Yitzchak in the right time, God took the challenge. That's my message.
Yeah, because he's doing everything. He's holding you like this.
Yeah.
He's holding 6 billion, 7 billion people.
Right. Yeah.
Yankov was only a mix of Avrum and Yitzchak.
Correct, but the mix, but that mix is not what's going to get you to the other end of it. Because that mix is also work. That balance, I need to balance. Ik darf alleen A, B, C, en dan gaan we zalts en zieken, more creative. Let me do it this way, that way. You know, but let's just do it. Don't try this at home.
Why?
In other words, we have to work. We have to do whatever we have to do. It's just doing what you're doing, and allowing Yitzchak to play out. Your money is already there. You just need to do. You need to do pe'ilas. You need to do your thing. Your success is there. You need to do pe'ilas. You need to do, and then you may think, oh, I'm doing so many chesed. No, chesed is one thing. You know, you still need to ground it. Remember the image, the picture. You have to bring it into Welt. So in Welt it's in Gvul. So if it's in Gvul, I have to imagery. I have to literally try to bring it in, which means that if you're doing chesed, it's very nice, but you need to do something to do what you want to do, to get whatever you want. You have to plug in to let it happen, to allow it to happen. One lottery ticket, but one.
Avrum and Yitzchak Avrum was only facing, Yitzchak was only either Yankov made a balance between both of them. So Avrum and Yitzchak were making Yankov. Then Avrum and Yitzchak are not they're not here anymore, but we connect with Yankov because he's our father. Not meaning Avrum had two sons and they went right and left.
Yeah.
Yitzchak, so Yitzchak is not.
But you're saying that Sof Yankov is a combination of both. So Yankov is only, we need Yankov in Churam. When we're going into Churam, we need to balance. But the end game is not Yankov. It's going to come back to Yitzchak that we're going to realize that the Eibishter has been orchestrating the whole thing. The Eibishter has been orchestrating the whole thing. We needed all these tools because through being balanced and still seeing that I can't get through certain walls, that's when you go back and you realize that Yitzchak is Yitzchak Avinu. Because Yitzchak is Gevira, Yitzchak is holding. Yitzchak kannst mich nicht quetschen, because ich weiß, dass du bist alles. So, but we need. So
Yitzchak is gonna,
one second. Listen to this. Yitzchak sagt, du kannst mich nicht touchen. So Yitzchak gewollt geben the bruches for Isaac, because regardless, Isaac can there's going to be the ultimate. The squeeze is vater. So we're going to get to the end of the Tachas Hashleim is through Esav. He's going to squeeze me. He can't touch me anyways because Yitzchak's avodah is gevira. So now I went off the topic. So now Rivka saw that it's going to be too much. That Esav is just an animal, so she gave the brachas to Yaakov. Now, Sof, Esav is the chachai. He's crushing. Comes kind van alles out. Okay. So at the end of the day, you have to get back to a place of. You're going to get back to the center, to the presence of Yitzchak, which is he's not phased. He's not phased by Esav. But the only way to get through that place where you can hold and breathe through a straw is after you have processed Yaakov properly. Once you've done the tikkun, you went out there and you already did your shtadlus, and you're learning how much is a shtadlus and how much is getting overstepping, and you're realizing that Saf, the same thing that holds you here is providing. Yeah. So back to your question. You were talking about they were both true. Yeah.
I think I have the spiel very well.
What?
I think I have the spiel.
Ja. We zoeken het helemaal verstaat er van mij. Ja.
To process, to go through ISAF, to rectify everything, to take out the message and be it macro, we haven't tried for so long, with balance, with everything. What's a squeeze? That we can't even figure it out. We need to get to the point of Yitzchak, withholding, and let Hashem take us through all of that challenges. And that's where that's where the whole Klai still came out. And I think this is like, we're going through the same path right now. So only after we reach Yitzchak and we're fully surrendered, now we let Hashem help us go through that we have been trying for years to do on our own, and it was without success.
Yeah, I think I said that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Maybe
you said that you can't go to Yitzchak before you finish out with
Yaakov. No,
that?
through Yaakov. Once you've done Yaakov, now you can. Because before you have been out there and done your work, you can't just sit home and surrender to sitting on top of the mountain and I'm in Zen. No, you have to first be in the Welt. And then when it comes to the 6th day of the week, you're like, okay, everything is going to work out.
Did we really did Yaakov, or we just were thinking that we're the one doing it and we're just spinning? Of course, this was the route.
Yeah, what I mean, you did with the Yaakov. You did the consciousness of Yaakov through your body. You did that. You did Yaakov in Chunan. Yes, you did Yaakov. You're playing out Yaakov's energy, his balance of Chesed and Gevura in Welt, in Chunan, in Tiferes, and then you're going back to Yitzchak. I would say if we have to tie it together, Yaakov is Amunah, we know it's Tiferes, and Yitzchak is Betuchen. Yitzchak is like, it's already here. It's already here.
Maar ik ga ook eens swingen, halve uur tegen zich alle mannen. Best goed zijn, als die alle plaatsen die challenge, dorp zien aan de uitzag, wat glas of ons gaat eraan dat. Kim ik terug to Yitzchak en een glas eraan gaat. I don't think I covered Yaakov. It was part of the process.
Good, but how did you get to this?
Oh.
How did you get to that moment? How did you figure out? Because you just said you had a munah, which is Yaakov.
I told to myself, I'm a mind that no matter what happens, I'm standing strong like Yitzchak. I thought that I have a manah. I didn't have a manah. If I would have had a manah, I wouldn't spin.
How did you get to that? Because you did Yaakov. You were out there taking a beating. You were doing Yaakov. Yaakov was doing you.
Right.
And then you came to find Yitzchak. But without that, you would still be trying out a new program, trying out a new idea how to do what you have to do.
But right now, when we reach Yitzchak, it's gonna institutions might have to get the balance, the ruikite. Right now.
1 second. Okay, it's we're learning how to do it. It's not, Yitzchak is it's an intense game. But learning how to do this. Whatever was going on the last month was an example of Yitzchak playing out, of us teaching us how to be present in a lot of storm. And it was a storm. We've been storming for 6 weeks already.
See, for me,
Till yesterday. But it's Kislev.
For me, I want to go back to Yitzchak.
Ich weiß, die bist doch schlug mit Eishof.
Er sagt nicht so, wir können über Yitzchak.
Nee, er lebt auch mit Yitzchak. Nee, er sagt,
Nein,
jetzt genug.
Of course they're going to
No, by the way, Zan Yitzchak is different with Dan Yitzchak.
Exactly.
Dan Yitzchak was a slug with Eishof. Zan Yitzchak is fully aligned with Yaakov. Yeah.
It's going to be very powerful to have that in his presence all day.
You think the world is ready? That's the Yitzchak laugh, by the way. Like, do you think it's ready? Do you think it's ready? Do I think it's ready? I think it's ready. And like, oh, now we're ready. Now we're not ready yet. Because this is nicht man of this. This is nicht this. This is nicht Die ganze Sache ist a joke. Der Sach was fragt die Kasche. Der Sach was fragt die Kasche. Der Sach is the Sach was halt zurück.
This much ready.
As if just not ready. He said, as if not ready.
No, enlighten me. Tell me, maybe, what am I not saying? This might ready.
Ready minds is
Yeah, when the guys are ready. Nog wiffel battles with Isaac before my guys are ready. But ultimately, it's Rachman Rabin. It's up to him. He has to say it's good to go. And there's more birurim, more deeper birurim. There's a lot of growth.
I'd rather give an example from the swimming pool because I think it's so important to remember as well. A mens kunt niet plaatsen in het vak, but a swimming pool moet do that. And not to fall on again, and listen, okay, deze ook daar niet zien. I'm also holding for that. The guy is around is also forget. Like the doubt still comes in. I feel him is vrijelijk.
Do what the swimming, the mama the swimming. Perhaps when I get the Muslim swimming pool.
Als swimming pools, de alle doubts en deze. Dus ze doen aan mens.
No.
Deze ook daar waren. Dat wil ik wel zeggen.
Yeah.
Not to go and figure out what's the day. It's not just leave it. This is a part of the process, he said.
Yeah.
I like the example of the pool. Swimmers daar playing.
Yes.
Swimming pool.
Doubt is that if you're in it, you'll see everything without.
It's kind of shitting on, but I know it's somebody told me recently something clicked, and like there was an aha moment, and it's like I'm gonna worry. It's his problem. Like who am I to interfere? Like I can't handle this. It's too much. And immediately, like I had the image, like backing out, coming into self and holding space. Is like I'm not, I resonated with, I connected to it, and it just exploded. It's like, which means it became more clear the balance of how much one has to do and how much you don't do. In other words, you do yours mit simcha, gratitude, do yours, and it's hard. It's not easy because, there's fear and there is, I'm not sure, but do you and be present, just do you. It's like self-love. Self-love, I had this clear image. It's about the connection is, the yeshia is in doing yourself. Who am I? Who am I? What do I stand for? What is my how does my brain appreciate? How do I feel? Right? Not to worry about. Right? I'm out of this a long time ago. Like I do whatever I want to do. But even more so, there were still parts that was looking to have some sort of higher authority that they need to gefelt or do things a certain way. And the way Chabad is built, like no. You are your own mashpia. You're your own Rav. Of course, K'nai L'chorav and all that good stuff. But I'm saying, understand what I'm saying. Who are you? What's your flavor? What do you want? What's your expression? Allow your mind to think the way, expand your own way of thinking. That's the gift we're getting for Kislev now and Pai Gimel. Just being you, turning on your light. Yeah. I don't know. There's so much stuff going on. Everything is going to be good. In regards to the recording, I think we're going to have to use your phone because I shut off my thing. I think there's some good stuff here that needs to go on.
What
Huh?
if being you?
But it's just like a radio sound, which makes it a little scary. Okay, good. Thank you. What?
What if the being
One second. How many sound then? You know? Anybody?
Right now?
Yeah. I'm saying there was before?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What if the being you pulls you in?
What if?
The being you.
Yeah.
Right now you have to.
If the being you pulls you in?
Yeah.
If the being me pulls me in?
Pulls me out.
Verstaan je wat de kast is? No, give me more oases.
It's for you to now remind that
Now what?
you have to step into yourself
Yeah.
and being you.
Yes. And what if the being you pulls you in?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that's the part. Wegen dem is het nog niet doen. Wegen dem is het nog niet geschehen. Because there's still parts that needs to be cleaned. There's still parts of us that are in the way, which means not us. I'm sorry, I take that back. It's like the Musha was bringing Abik that the Nashum is like eerd van zilver, van gold. It's a bit separated with the highs, the way they do it. So got to the top. It's different levels. There's the pool that we said before. The pool. That's the word. That's where I'm gonna go. The pool. It's not me, but there's still parts. Imagine the imagery was gaan get met him. Like the imagery is like a circle or so. It goes through a piece of wood. It just moves, and as it goes, it cuts. It's called Achle V'Shaitzi. That's the image. Like around end of Mincha time, there's Achle V'Shaitzi. The sky is purple and sebast. That's when it's weer tinkel. It's coming around under the lichting gaat weg, and there's type of like. Confusion, gevoelens and all that. So we are stepping into that pool and we're eating away at it. There's kafiyas, hapcha, simcha, you're catching a break, there's a yomtiv, tzedukah, everything tzedukah, tatzel, tzedukah brings and to move things around. This is all to open up your way so you can see where you need to go. Ultimately, you don't need to go nowhere, you just need to be focused in your head. So you give tzedukah, you feel good about yourself, so you're able to be focused and cut through the darkness or whatever cesspool you're in at the time. And because that has not finished yet, so there is no, the Geula Shalem is not here. 1 second. We're never going to finish it. We can't finish it. Okay. However, he has to finish it. But ultimately, he wants to land a certain consciousness, a certain light, a certain understanding here in Veld. And there still needs to be a little bit more of a bitter before he allows us with this clearance, with this consciousness, before he allows us to step. He gives us that gift, that light, so our egos don't get in the way, and then he's going to evaporate the rest. But you're going to ask, why doesn't he do it now? Because there's still a snap in the brain that needs to, not bitter, that needs to chap. I need another cut. Another cut needs to happen. Another schita b'moach. Another carve. So he can chap it with more simcha, more with the wittiness of it, the humor of it. Once that's done, he's going to make it happen anyways. I think that's a good way of explaining it. No,
He's the one taking care of that pool, so ultimately there's nothing to worry about. Mughe said do good things that could help you project good, but if I would do the same action without thinking about the pool, knowing the pool is taken care of.
Beautiful.
I think I said that before. No, I good.
Is it a pleasure to stay there? It's a pleasure to live there.
Well,
Knowing the pool.
like it's good. No, it hurts, but ignoring it. No one can pass it.
Yes, because you bring a lot of koyach. You bring a lot of koyach. This is young. Sure. There's Magdalene in hand. What about the mistakes? Can some picture was it?
What?
Can some what the people is, but there's Magdalene in hand. There's simple. This is.
We net geen krachtpijn aan. En het kan eenmaal geen basu. En het moet de laatste trouwens gaan zien. Zeg je maar voice wat hetzelfde die. Ik had het veel met net. Ik heb het op zijn connection trouwens gaan zien. Wat said you was some light. Strap in the sheet.
Wow. Like, why would somebody leave? I'm trying to figure out, like, what happens when somebody leaves? Like, what, is it too much traffic, or it doesn't connect? It's just,
No, it's still for you.
No, I'm totally cool. Not even like that. I leave us. I was on a Torah Orshi 5 minutes every day that I went on there. I went off of it because I never listened to it. I'm just curious. Like,
Like a group you talking about?
yeah, like, why would some, yeah,
People leave in group?
yeah, see? That's, I'm asking the same question. Like, why would what does it mean? What does it mean?
So quote unquote, Anas is probably, I believe there's a lot of
So it's clever that I don't know. I'm just saying, it's not.
people that never listen to the Shir and they connect to it.
Right.
But right now it's happening to play with you. At a certain time it's happening, like there's a lot of different things happening together.
No, that it never. I would be very open. There was here and there when
Right
it
now
was a
you
thing.
can Right now you see
I'm just curious. I'm curious to like why. What do you mean?
Why would the curiosity-
Because I need to reach him. I need to reach him.
But I think the curiosity is the stuff. Why do you need to know?
No, because I need to get. There's a choshech there that has a kesher with me that ran away. What do you mean? Why are you running this?
Who doesn't run away?
Oh, good. So I'm asking, why would somebody go away? Either he likes more.
Why would you think that somebody would go away?
Because I saw him left. He left the chat.
No, he didn't leave. He didn't go away.
No.
It wasn't aligned with him.
So that's what I'm
There was a
asking.
connection.
So I'm asking. 1 second. The Rebbe was all about fine-tuning all types of
So
messages.
why do you feel that you have to find?
Because if there's somebody that was in the yeshiva and leaves the yeshiva, I want to know, like, why are you leaving the yeshiva? Because I like sunflower seeds, or I like Gemara, or you know what, it doesn't talk to me, so I can ask him why. Or it'd be like, I once came to Shir, you ignored me, and I just felt rejected, and I heard you like be very rough with somebody else, and I just felt rejected. Okay, fine. So let me show him that this is like a part of a message, the way it's a certain way, and then I have another. That's it. That's what I'm asking.
Which I want to add something positive to it. So it's positive.
Yep.
I feel that I came to a level where I could gain from the Shia. Now I have to go up a level. The bitter has to be in a certain way that it needs to be a deeper process that it's next to the Shia. And it costs me a lot of money.
Also, 1 second. The recorder is still on. You can turn it off already. Are you talking about? Yeah.
This is up to you.
It cost you a lot of money. What? What are you saying?
That's it. I'm done.
I thought you should do it.